He obviously made a mistake. Leave it to me. I'll straighten it out. I'll straighten it out.
I'll straighten it out. It means I'll fix the problem, resolve the situation, or make things clear. You use this expression when something is confusing, wrong, or not going as planned, and you are saying that you will take care of it. Example: there's a problem with our hotel reservation. They have the wrong date.
Really?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, I'll straighten it out.
Tom thinks we're meeting at 6, but I told him 7.
Oh no, that could be confusing.
Yeah.
I'll straighten it out. I'll give him a call.
Oh my God! You forgive me?
I've come a long way. Come a long way.
I've come a long way means I have made a lot of progress or improvement over time. It is usually used when talking about personal growth, skills, achievements, or changes. Your English is really good now.
Thanks. I've come a long way. I could barely speak English a few years ago.
Wow, you can lift 200 pounds now?
I've come a long way. I couldn't even lift 50 pounds when I started.
Fresh bread.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go is a common expression when something is about to start or you are ready to begin something. It can also be used when something is happening again, sometimes with excitement, impatience, or annoyance, depending on the tone. Is everyone ready to leave?
Yep, everyone's in the car.
Great. Here we go.
Are you ready for your presentation?
I think so. I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry. Here we go.
I take it you haven't.
Well, no, for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons means for reasons that are easy to understand, or for reasons that don't need to be explained because they are clear. It is often used when you think the other person already knows why something is the case. Why don't you want to give him your home address?
For obvious reasons, I'd rather keep that private.
Why did you leave the window closed during the storm?
For obvious reasons, I didn't want rain coming into the house.
Oh, nice. This last week with Dad, it's been a living hell. When I'm there, I feel like my territory's being violated. When I'm not, I'm worried about what he's up to. It's been a living hell.
It's been a living hell means life has been extremely difficult, painful, stressful, or miserable for a period of time. The phrase a living hell is a strong expression. It does not mean an actual place called hell. It means the person feels that their real-life situation has been almost unbearable.
How have you been since the divorce?
Honestly, it's been a living hell. I barely sleep and I'm struggling to get through each day.
How was it taking care of your dad while he was sick?
It's been a living hell. I was worried about him every single day and hardly had any time for myself.
So we're on the beach, and Harrison gets down on one knee and says, "Marry me."
Oh, okay, I called it. I totally called it. I called it.
I called it means I predicted it correctly, or I said this would happen and it did. It is often used when someone makes a prediction or guess and later turns out to be right.
The Lakers are going to win tonight. I can feel it.
They actually won.
I called it. I told you they were going to win.
I knew Sarah was going to quit her job. She's been unhappy for months.
She just gave her notice this morning.
I called it. I knew she was going to leave.
Save that story for Fan Chuns. Save that story. Save that story.
Save that story means remember that story and tell it later. It is often said when someone has an interesting, funny, or embarrassing story, but now is not the right time to tell it. It can also mean keep that story for another time.
You won't believe what happened to me at the airport today.
We're about to board the plane. Save that story for when we get home.
Okay, I'll tell you everything later. I have a hilarious story about our boss.
Don't tell me now. Save that story for dinner tonight.
Deal. It's a good one.
Of course. I mean, it was so, it was such a huge part of my life, and it was so much in my 20s, and I feel like I made so many lasting, loving friendships, and I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about myself.
I learned so much about myself means I discovered many new things about my personality, feelings, strengths, weaknesses, or what I really want in life. People often say this after going through a difficult experience, traveling, trying something new, or spending time alone. How was your trip to Europe by yourself?
It was amazing. I was nervous at first, but I learned so much about myself. I realized I'm more independent than I thought.
How did you feel after leaving your old job?
It was a difficult decision, but I learned so much about myself. I realized that having a good work-life balance is really important to me.
May I have your attention? Many years ago, in the hallway of Woodside Middle School, Cal Weaver saw Emily Boyle for the first time. May I have your attention?
May I have your attention is a polite and slightly formal way to ask people to stop what they are doing and listen to you. It is commonly used in meetings, classrooms, announcements, presentations, or when someone has something important to say.
Everyone, may I have your attention? I have an important announcement to make.
Sure, what's going on? Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention? The meeting will begin in 5 minutes.
Okay, we're ready.